so it may already be August, but summer is not over yet. I feel like I've become my most confident version of myself and I have a lot to share on it. So these are just like my tips on how to go up this summer and also just for the rest of the year. So first things first, you may cringe, but just stick with me. So I've been telling myself that I'm becoming a sunshine girl. Whether that is you're bringing your inner sparkle out, your inner sunshine, your inner golden retriever, just bring that to the table with everything you do in your life. I know that every day is going to be sunshine and rainbows, and a lot of days are just going to be the same. It's going to be mundane, but how can you choose to bring your own sparkle, your own sunshine into that? And it's just been quite nice. Like, if you just call yourself a sunshine person, like, you're always gonna exude sunshine. Maybe it's because in the UK we have not had a summer really, and I've just had to dig a little bit deeper to, like, you know, bring summer out. But just know you can create your own sunshine, and just know you have so much light inside of you, and don't dim that for anyone or anything. Like, you just have to just be like, no, I am sunshine, and you just stand tall. And I don't know, for me recently it's really been sticking with me. And just going off that, I like to give myself a little motto / one word to live for that season. And this summer my word was elevate. So asking myself the question of, how can I elevate this situation? Because I know with everyday life, for example, everyday tasks, cleaning my room, I hate doing it, but I know I have to do it. However, if I make that conscious effort to put my favorite podcast in or my favorite music, I just know that I will feel way more better and actually kind of enjoy it. And it's a bit like romanticizing those little things and just building on it, like just making that conscious effort to just build on the small steps to feel better. And you'll just notice that things won't feel as tough and they won't feel as like, oh, you know, because you can put your own tone onto things. So yeah, I really like having a little motto or word to stick by, because it's kind of like my motivation. It's something that keeps me going, that friendly reminder to myself. When I'm critiquing myself and not being my best teammate, then I can remind myself like, no, let's elevate this. And I know it just helps. This is more of a personal thing, but I assume most people watching this are younger. But I've just turned 21, I'm in my 21 era, and for so long, because I'm so like, I never went to uni and I didn't really have that social setting, so I've always been very work focused and just very passionate on, you know, going with my goals and dreams, which I love. But I've gone through a lot of burnout and just haven't had much balance, and I've had to learn what balance is and how great it is to have balance. And for me, I'm just tired of worrying and stressing at such a young age over those most silly things. And they're not silly, but they are silly to some degree. Like, if you put things into perspective, if you have good health, if you have family, if you have a lot of love and just good things going on in your life, like, these small things that we worry about on our day-to-day life isn't worth it. And what my nan used to always say was, your troubles are your troubles. But just, you know, grounding yourself every day on the privileges and things that you have in your life already. We have so much and we're very abundant. Basically, back to my point was just to embrace my youth for once. Maybe it's, I'm gonna keep saying it, but obviously that TikTok filter where it shows you what you're gonna look like in I don't know how many years later, it reminded me of like, wow, Sadie, you are very young. You know, people would dream to be your age right now. You know, when I was younger, I dreamed to be 21. And then there's like people who are older than me that dream to be 21 again. So I'm just deciding, like, I'm not gonna stress anymore. I know I'm gonna stress, but I'm gonna try to have more fun and just let go. Like, it's really not a big deal, the things that I stress over. I've done enough worrying, it's not done me any good. So it's time to just enjoy life, because that's what we're here for. So yeah, just a reminder, embrace where you are in your life, embrace the age that you're at, and enjoy it. As I was saying about worrying and stressing, with overthinking and becoming anxious about things, like I have a lot of anxiety over stuff, so I like to control a lot of things. If you don't believe in God or the universe or whatever, it's fine. But if you do, this is something that I saw the other day and it really stuck with me. It was along the lines of, people that try to control, God laughs. And it really like reassured me of knowing that my future, my path has been set out already, and there's no need for me to control and worry about what's going to happen next, because I know that I am in God's hands and the universe's hands, and that I'm looked after. And it just allowed me to just trust the journey more, and not to always, you know, stress over every single step. You don't need to put so much pressure on yourself and pressure on your life to like know everything and figure everything out first time. Like, no, you're here to learn and grow and just like embrace the journey. So just know that you're guided and it's gonna be okay. Now, this is new for me, but I've decided to actually invest in myself. And this goes with more glowing up, physically, mentally, and all that kind of above. Recently, I've decided to take the leap and invest in getting a PT. And I've been doing this since May. And honestly, it's been the best thing for me this year. I've always wanted to get more into the gym. I love strength training, I love running, but I really wanted to learn more at the gym, but I was always so intimidated by all the gym bros and I did a video once on like beating my gym anxiety, and I'm just really proud of myself for how far I've come with it. If I didn't have a PT, I wouldn't have tried all the things I've tried out, and the confidence that I've gained from doing that, obviously the power, the strength, it's just like crazy to me. And I don't know why, I have no idea why I didn't do it sooner. And yeah, like doing that one thing that I always wanted to do, but always felt like it was outside my comfort zone, and I didn't feel confident enough to do it. Like, I'm so glad I took the risk and leaped out. Can't imagine not having this version of myself now. And yeah, I know it's crazy because it's literally just like personal training. It's just like going to the gym, but doing that thing that I always wanted to do, but always was so nervous and just was outside my comfort zone. It's been so good for me, and just breaking those mental barriers I had around the gym and just confidence in general. And it just showed me I can do anything I put my mind to, and I can bring more joy into my life, but it's down to me in creating that. From doing that as well, I'm just investing and seeing the results from PT, not just physically, but mentally with the strength. I've decided to elevate my style and to get my hair highlighted. Literally got it done yesterday. And I don't know, like obviously it's all privileges to be able to put money into yourself. And I've always been a low maintenance person with that. Like, I never could imagine myself, you know, I actually got my nails done the other week and I was like, this is so not me. But I think I wanted to do, because one thing, I'm really biting my nails, so it's like trying to stop that habit, but it really does do such a difference. And obviously I know we can't always rely on the physical things to make us happy, but the confidence that it brings you, and just allowing you, especially if you're not a confident person, when you walk into a room, you're like, no, I've got this. You kind of put your shoulders back a bit more. And it's just been a really nice push for me to be more confident in myself. I just never used to put any effort into myself. So even putting spray on, like at the moment I've been putting my Signature's perfume on, and instantly I feel 10 times better. And even with my most recent vlogs, I got loads of different vitamins and supplements and superfoods because I really wanted to try it out to see the health benefits from it. And I instantly, maybe it's a placebo effect, but I feel so much better already. So yeah, just have been putting a lot of effort into physical things, and also for my health, eating well, eating lots of whole foods, exercising, staying active, going on more walks, especially as it's sunshine. Like, that's the one thing I just want to remind you. It is summer right now, and in the UK it's not summer, but the days are longer, and eventually it will go back to winter. We won't have as many hours of the daylight, so just appreciate that extra time that we get to go outside. Yeah, it just makes me feel like a little kid. I don't know why. Being outside in the summer, I don't know. Now, I really want to do a video on this, but obviously, as I'm not an expert, but from a girl who didn't have a period for nearly 2 years, making sure that I fuel and support my hormones it's been huge for me. Like, it's crazy how much our hormones affect us, and just being aware of where you are in your cycle, and just making sure that you're giving your body what it needs is so important. And you'll just feel instantly 10 times better when you start to look after yourself and your hormones. Like, it is such a key factor, especially for women, to feel their best. It's been the biggest eye-opener for me to treat my body with more respect and actually just keep fueling. Touch wood, this summer has been such a good time for my health, mentally, physically, and just in general. I'm really, really grateful. This is a personal thing, but my mentality that I've been going by at the moment is the mixture between David Goggins and also just how my mum would treat me. So I've always been on the extreme with like David Goggins, like feeling like I had to take action all the time. Don't be wrong, David Goggins is great. If you don't know who David Goggins is, this is really confusing, but if you do, like, you know how hardcore he is. Like, he literally says stay hard all the time. But yeah, I think he's so cool, But obviously, especially from a girl, like sometimes we're just not fit for that. But just understanding that I can't always do that every single day. It's been hard, and I still like struggle to accept that when I want to be productive and I just don't feel, you know, I just want to be lazy, and I don't want to be lazy, I never do. But just easing into that, treating myself with more kindness, giving yourself better self-talk and encouraging yourself rather than being negative to yourself and putting yourself down for just being human. So for me, I just really enjoy having that David Goggins mentality of just respecting myself and having self-discipline in my goals, and then obviously with my mum's traits, just making sure that I'm treating myself with kindness, and just how you would treat a best friend or someone that you love. Give that to yourself, because it really does exude from the outside how you treat yourself from within. Now, this is something I'm trying to work on, and I'm slowly getting better to it, because obviously I'm doing something that I've been putting off doing, and that is getting off my phone. And that is my reminder to you. I know it's hard. You know, when you're scrolling on TikTok and they say, you should put your phone down. I keep scrolling, I know. What I want to say about it is, obviously, I get really annoyed at myself for scrolling on my phone, because I know that is, I don't want to say it's my job, but it is my job. But there is a massive difference between scrolling and creating content. And I've been doing too much scrolling, and that's normal. It's just, that's part of being human in this day and age. But it's not something I want to get used to and be okay with, because I'm not okay with it. And the more I've been scrolling on my phone, the more self-aware I am of how much time I'm wasting on not being present with people that I love, with my family, spending time with them, and even just like not pursuing my dreams, and just keep scrolling and just watching what other people are doing. It's a hard thing to get out of, but you have to realize you have power over your phone, and there is more to life than your phone. The same thing, if you're just sitting on your sofa and you're just watching Netflix, it's fine if you are, but when you start to feel like, what am I doing? Like you're just bored of doing it, do that 5-second rule, like the Mel Robbins thing. Give yourself a countdown of, you know, from 5, and just take some action. And whether that is, I don't know, doing press-ups, or going doing some star jumps, or going for a walk outside, like you'll instantly feel way more better when you stop feeling sorry for yourself and getting up and taking action, and it will create like a positive domino effect in your day. I'm just seeing what I wrote down, but I don't even want to say it, but stop waiting for the boy. That's all I have to say. Now, because it is summer, I feel like we've all gone through that pressure of feeling like we have to be doing something, having plans, having fun with friends, because otherwise we feel like we're missing out. And it's normal to feel like that. Oh, the sun's just gone in so much. But yeah, it's normal to feel like that, and we are going to feel like that. But just know that you don't have to have this extravaganza summer. You can actually just plan small things for you to look forward to, and it doesn't have to be with anyone, it could just be with yourself. I think I spoke about this before, but a little thing you can do is look at your week. Say if you want to go on a run at some point this week, put it in the diary. It'd be like Monday is running day. Say you want to get yourself a coffee, like that day could be Coffee Tuesday. And just having that little focus on each day can make you more excited, and so not to look at the day and be like, oh, it's Monday tomorrow. Like, no, it's running day tomorrow. And I don't know, just give you something to look forward to, and just know you don't have to have all the holidays or all the festivals to go to, because you're not missing out on anything. You're really not. Though at the end of the day, yes, they're great, but sometimes they are just distractions, and you know what really does fill you up, and just making sure that you do those things instead of just following the crowd or things that just look fun from the outside perspective. That's not always the case. So just do things that make you happy. Now, as I was just saying that, give yourself mental reminders of what are those things that truly bring you joy. I think for me, especially as I've just had time off from work, don't get me wrong, I love work, but I was so focused on work, with just how fast paced everything is. And we all are fast paced in our lives until we actually just have to like have a break and reset. I actually had to think about what are the things that actually make me happy. Forget what are the actual things that bring us joy. So just when you have a moment, just jot down those things that make you happy. Just small little lists on your phone or written down, or just think about it, and just make sure that you don't forget those things, and you always make time for that. Even if it's 5 minutes. For example, yoga. I used to love yoga. I used to do it all the time. I thought I was going to be a yoga teacher at one point, but obviously I'm not in that era anymore. Still think about it, but when I remember how good it makes me feel, I just like to take 10 minutes, and it's hard to take that 10 minutes because I always think about other excuses, but when I finally decide to do it, even if it's just like a stretch before bed, I feel so much better, and it puts me back to things that I enjoy, and it's just such a great feeling. So just don't forget about those moments, and you definitely have 10 minutes to spare for yourself. Compared to how much we scroll on our phones, we definitely have more time to spend on ourselves in becoming our best versions. Especially this summer, everyone is in that self-care era where they really want to like invest in themselves, develop themselves internally and focus on within, and it's such a great thing to see, and I hope that this encourages you to do the same. Wherever you are right now, if things are cloudy, and can I just say the reason I'm doing this video is because I was feeling very cloudy and just like letting small things, small distractions, like not really feeling my golden retriever Sadie, and that's just normal life. But as I say, going up and down the wave, sometimes it's cloudy, sometimes it's sunny, but you just have to embrace what life's ahead, and that it's all gonna work out, and just enjoy the adventure. You know, life is a climb. I'm bringing all these quotes in now, but just know that it's a really good life, and there's a lot of things to be grateful for, and also just know there's so much support out there. If you are struggling, my DM's always open, but just know that there is so much help around you. Do one thing that brings you joy, because you truly deserve that. I'm gonna stop talking now so you can enjoy your summer. Keep being the sunshine people that you are. Keep riding, enjoying the waves. Be kind but you can be kind, and I will see you very, very soon for another video. Bye!